Alrighty. Wait for our YouTube studio to wake up. Alright. Any second now, we should be hooking. YouTube studio. Hang on. There we go. God, took forever. But what's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another NFL Picks live stream for you guys tonight. Oh, Thanksgiving weekend is officially over. And now the next thing we get to look forward to is Christmas, of course. And it's coming up in like what, 3-4 weeks already? God, it feels like it was just Halloween. Not before I know it, it'll be freaking Christmas. But yeah, here we are already, week 13, and it's time for my week 13 picks for the Stephen Rose and YINZER Max Sports tournaments. Shout out to, of course, Stephen Rose himself, and shout out to YINZER Mac, formerly known as Steel Sermon, formerly known as Steel Maiden / City of Champions 95. I'm never gambling on the Saints or Bucks screwed up my... Oh, that's tough. Yeah, never trust those dumbass teams from the freaking NFC South. That division's like the AL Central of football. But anyways, we're going to jump right into it. Thursday Night Football. We got ourselves a low-key banger to start off the week. Technically tomorrow on Prime Video. 6-5 Seahawks. 8-3 Cowboys. Cowboys had themselves a little turkey dinner, right? Yeah, on Thanksgiving Day, as they pummeled the poor old Commanders. The Commanders were slaughtered to the point where they fired Jack Del Rio. Yeah, that's tough. And the way I see it, Del Rio is the first to go out of that coaching staff. Ron Rivera is probably going to be gone after the year's over with, and Bieniemy might find himself coaching a different team as a head coach. And I don't know where he could end up. He could go to Carolina, maybe the Vegas Raiders if they choose to do that, but he might actually get a chance to be a head coach. We'll have to wait and see. But what's up, Lamar? Of course, with them damn emojis. His favorite emojis. Screwed me out of 7. Oh, damn, that's tough. Bro, Cleveland fans are booing at Trae Young. Of course they were. Everybody hates Trae Young. But what's up, Daniel? Says, what's up? Go Cavs! How about them Kings, right? Exactly. How about them freaking Kings, huh? So, yeah, we got our Seattle and Dallas in Dallas. And again, it's funny. Both of these teams are playing back-to-back Thursday games. And now they're playing each other. And honestly, I think this game will be a banger, low-key. I think we'll see how Geno is. Of course, that Dallas defense ain't no joke anymore. Dan Quinn got them playing out of their minds. I would not be shocked, speaking of coaches getting a chance to be a head coach, Dan Quinn might get another chance. If he wants to, you know? It really all depends on his preference. Dallas is favored by 9, kind of higher than I expected. And the over-under is 46.5. Now, Seattle has looked all right. I mean, to be fair, they definitely could have looked better. But you look at their schedule, they've actually lost 3 of the last 4. And to be fair, they could have easily been on a 5-game losing streak if we just ran the ball, right? Got a couple more first downs And then the Commanders. Ugh. Freaking Commanders, man. Yeah, got blasted by the Ravens. That's tough. And then they beat the Commanders, lost by 1 point to the Rams. And then they got stomped on by the Niners, who they will see again in 2 weeks. It's tough. Yeah, that's tough. And then they got the Eagles. Dude, it's not even like out of the realm. They could literally go on this massive skid. They really could. Cowboys, no, they go Cowboys, Niners, Eagles. All three of those games are losses in my eyes, with the way that things are going right now. Titans, Christmas Eve, should be able to win that. Steelers, at home. Pittsburgh traveling cross country. Does the Steeler BS follow them to Seattle? Especially with no Matt Canada. That'll be tough. And then Arizona to end the year. It's going to be a tight race out there in the NFC West, but I think in this game, I'm going to go Dallas. Not even trying to pander to the Cowboys fans that follow my channel, but the Seahawks, they're so mid. They're lucky that things happened and they went their way. Otherwise, they could have literally been on this massive skid. And I think that skid's going to start here. Yep. I think they're going to lose 3 straight. And I think they will fall to the Cowboys. And give me the Cowboys who will actually stay undefeated at home. They're going to be 6-0 at home. Pretty impressive. 9-3 overall, 6-0 at home. And Cowboys fans are just looking up at the damn Eagles thinking, you guys freaking lose. Because it seems like the Eagles just keep winning over and over and over again. Which means they gotta sit back and listen to Nick Sirianni run his mouth and act like a teenager, right? I mean, it's cool to see a coach with that kind of energy, but Bro needs to chill out, bro, because he's going to have trolls coming after him. And some of these teams are going to be seeing that energy and thinking, it's going to be beautiful when we eliminate them, right? By the way, the Eagles can actually clinch this week. I'll try to find a more clarification on that. Yeah, give me the Cowboys at home on Thursday night. I would say short week, but remember, they both played on Thursday last week, so technically it's not a short week. But yeah, give me the Cowboys at home over the Seahawks. All right, moving on to Sunday games, and we're starting off with another one of those mid games, I guess. Mid, not very good. It's not really an ass bowl, but it's not. It's like a part ass bowl, I guess. 4-7 Chargers, 2-9 Patriots. Both teams kind of stink. Chargers had a chance to beat the Ravens, couldn't do it. Classic Chargers, right? Staley's probably going to get canned after the season because there's no way you have all this talent. You have a really good quarterback, a really solid team around Herbert, and you're 4-7. Like, ain't no freaking way. And I mean, when you look at their schedule, it's actually insane how this team is 4-7 and how horribly unlucky they are. Like, let's take a look at their schedule real quick as soon as it loads up. So, they started off 0-2, right? They lost by 2 to the Dolphins, of course. Lost by 3 to the Titans, of course. Bounce back, win by 4 against the Vikings on the road. Cool. You beat the Raiders by a touchdown. Cool. You lose by 3 to the Cowboys. Then you get beat up by the freaking Chiefs, as always. Then you smack the Bears like you should. Then you smack the Jets. Okay, cool. Their last 3 games, all losses. Damn. Lost by 3 to the Lions. Lost by 3 to the Packers. Lose by 10 to the Ravens. To end your season, you get Patriots, Broncos, Raiders, Bills, Broncos, Chiefs. There's not really any like certified wins in there except for maybe the Patriots. But knowing the Chargers, they're probably going to lose this game because they're the Chargers. This game, I think the tank is going to take over here. I'm going to go Chargers to win. Give me the Chargers. LA's favored by 6. Over under is 40.5. Overall, the Patriots are low-key sticking to the tank. I think they continue to help improve their chances to get a top 5 pick. And we'll see what they do with it. I know Patriots fans want a quarterback. You get Caleb Williams, that would definitely get you guys back on the fast track to being a really good team again. And then we'll see what happens with Belichick too. But yeah, I'm gonna go Chargers on the road to pull it out over the Patriots because the Patriots are just not a good team at all. Give me New England to take the fat L. Yeah, they're gonna take the fat ass L. Oh yeah. Nope, Cavs did not make the tournament. Nope. Unfortunately, but we got the win though. That's all that matters to me. I don't really care. It would have been nice to make the tournament, but we won. We did our thing. It's just the damn Hornets didn't help us out. We needed the Knicks to lose or whatever, and freaking Hornets, man. Of course. But yeah, give me the Chargers to beat the Patriots. All right, next we got the 8-3 Lions, who also lost on Thanksgiving. Damn, was it waxing gibbous? Blaming the moon. And they traveled to the Superdome to face the 5-6 Saints. The Saints are low-key the definition of mid, in my opinion. Like, they're not horrible, but they're not good. They just aren't. Jared Goff versus Derek Carr. Wow. Detroit's favored by 4, over under 45.5. I'm gonna go Lions. They're gonna bounce back and they're gonna get this dub on the road. And they're gonna go to 9-4, guaranteeing a winning record for the first time in a while. So yeah, give me the Lions on the road. Moving on, we got another mid bowl here at MetLife. We got the 5-6 Falcons, who lead the NFC South, against the 4-7 Jets, whose fans currently are sitting here waiting to see if Aaron Rodgers decides to come back. I believe Rodgers' decision to come back will be motivated by how he's feeling and mainly by how the Jets are looking. And as of right now, if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I'm not coming back to this crap. I'll come back next year. Get me fully healthy, right? He wants to come back by December. Now, how things could be looking, I think he says he wants to be back by around Christmas time, if I'm not mistaken. He wants to be back by the Commander game. So, he would miss Falcons, Texans, and Dolphins. All 3 teams are solid. He would come back, technically, for the Commanders on Christmas Eve. Right? Okay, cool. The only problem is you have a short week coming off of that game. Short week. Now, here's the problem with this situation. You come back against the Commanders, all right? Okay, fine. You're at home. Wonderful. Short week on the road in what I expect to be a freezing cold, blustery, probably snowy Cleveland, Ohio, to face off against the Browns defense. And as we've seen, the Browns defense at home is a completely different animal as opposed to on the road. And in case you don't understand what I'm trying to tell you guys, let me literally go through our record at home. We are 6-1 or something at home this year. Like, what else do I need to say? The only game we lost at home was that game where we had DTR starting on 2 hours' notice. Aside from that game, here's the points that the Browns have given up at home: 3 to the Bengals, 3 to the Titans. Then you have the Ravens game, of course. 17 to the Niners. That was with PJ Walker, of course. 0 to the Cardinals. 10 to the Steelers. So the most we've given up, of course, was 28. But when you actually had a quarterback who knew what he was doing, when he had more than 2 hours notice, and he actually had a functional offense, right? Our defense has been absolutely dominant. Now, unfortunately, injuries have taken their toll. But yeah, that's going to be tough, right? I mean, we're also in the same boat. We go to Houston on Christmas Eve before coming back home to the Jets. But as you know, Thursday night games benefit the home team big time. I mean, come on. I mean, just to benefit us, right? Cavs didn't make the tournament. Oh, your parlay. Darn that parlay. But yeah, Falcons are looking solid, believe it or not. Right? Yeah, they're starting to maybe figure things out. Arthur Smith, still a bozo in my book, but he might be figuring out Bijan Robinson a little bit, how to utilize him, right? Uh, Mostly who starts at quarterback. I think that's a Tim Boyle, right? Just by hearing the name Tim Boyle, I'm thinking, yeah, ain't no way I'm picking the Jets to win this game. No freaking way I'm picking the Jets to win this game. Not a damn way ever. I'm picking the Jets. You kidding me? Falcons are favored by what, 3 with Tim Boyle? Yeah, Falcons are favored by 3 over under 33.5. I can't trust the Jets. I'm going to go Falcons to get the win, and they're going to get their second win on the road, and they're going to get the 500. Yep. Give me the Falcons, them dirty birds, getting the dub. Yeah. All right, moving on. So far we've got Cowboys on Thursday night, Chargers, Lions, and Falcons. So I'm going with all road teams so far to start the Sunday slate. Next we got the 2-10 Cardinals and the 7-4 Steelers. Now with Kyler back, low key the Cardinals aren't looking all that bad. They're still bad, like overall team 2-10, but they got a little bit of life. And they're facing a Steelers team that's still breathing in the AFC North. Yeah, Cardinals on the road, traveling to high Aquashore, and that Steeler BS be living in Aquashore. And you could say Cardinals, but no, no. I'm gonna go Steelers winning this game. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers to beat the Cardinals, of course. They're somehow gonna win 9 games. Right. In fact, let's see their freaking schedule here. So I think they're gonna win like 9 games. So yeah, they got Patriots after. They could literally win 3 straight games. They're gonna get 9 wins right there. But then it gets a little tougher. Colts on the road. Colts ain't no slouch, but the Steelers have had their number forever. But hey, don't sleep on them Colts though. Right? We'll see what happens with Jonathan Taylor, because word on the street is he might be missing some games because of a thumb injury. So we'll see what happens with him. Oh, my TV just turned off. Freaking direct TV. Gotta love it, right? Shuts off after 4 hours. All right. But yeah, I think the Steelers are going to win. They had the most yards that they've had since before Canada got there. I think they had like 400 yards of offense, something that was unheard of for them. And I mean, the Cardinals got some talent. I've said this before. Individually, they got some dogs, but as a unit, yeah. No, no, L, no. Ugh, God, they suck. I've said it before. They remind me of the 2016 or 20, or mainly 2016 Browns. Like the Browns team, or 2017 too, had some nice players individually, but as a unit, ass. That's what they are. They're trying to get freaking Marvin Harrison, right? They're trying to get top pick. It's gonna be tough though. But yeah, give me the Steelers to beat the Cardinals. But like I said, they have the Cardinals and the Patriots both at home. Then they go to Indy. Then they host the freaking Bungles again. With Joe Burrow, I don't know. They might have been able to lose both games, but unless AJ McCarron starts, yeah, Steelers probably going to sweep the Bungles. But then they end it with the Seahawks on the road and then the Ravens on the road. Gonna be interesting. Of course it will be. But yeah, I'm gonna go Steelers over the Cardinals. Moving on, we got the 6-5 Colts and the 4-7 Titans. It's crazy that last year the Titans were near the top of the AFC South, fighting with the Jaguars, and this year they're in the basement because Tannehill got hurt and the team just isn't playing well. He's been doing a good job of sticking around. I do give them a lot of credit. Anthony Richardson has barely played because of injuries. It seemed like when he did play, he got hurt. Um, but yeah, Gardner stepped up nicely. He's doing his job. He is turning the ball over a lot, though. He has 8 touchdowns, 7 picks. Yeah, he's doing good. I think he can hold it down. Indy favored by 1, by the way, in this Steeler game. Pittsburgh's favored by 5.5, over under 40.5. Yeah, Colts are gonna win this game. I got Indy winning. They're actually 4-1 on the road. That's actually crazy, but yeah. Give me Indy to get the win, and they're gonna go to 7-5, and they're gonna stay alive in the AFC playoff race. So yeah, give me the Indianapolis Colts to win on the road in Tennessee. And they're gonna go to 7-5 on the year. All right, for the final 2 games of the 1 o'clock slate. 8-3 Dolphins, 4-8 Commanders. This is pretty easy. Give me the Dolphins. And then we got all of a sudden a suddenly scorching hot Broncos team who's won 5 in a row, facing a still pretty damn good 6-5 Houston team. And you look at how Houston's been playing with Stroud, they've been fantastic. In fact, they've won 4 of 6 games. And they could have been on a 6. Bro, all but one loss has been by 1 possession. They could easily have been 9-1 right now. I'm sorry, no, not 9-1. 10-1. They could have easily been at the tippy top of the AFC if things had just gone their way against Indy, Atlanta, Carolina, Jacksonville. Wow. That close, man. That close. I mean, they had the loss to Baltimore, but that was a 25-9 beatdown. Yeah. Damn, they were like that close to being 10-1. That's insane. And they're a solid ass team. Denver, of course, they're beating some pretty good teams too. Sean Payton has that team playing really well, so this is going to be a fun battle. And you look at the matchup overall, both offenses are really good. Defenses are all right, you know? I mean, don't sleep on the Texans defense. Will Anderson, he's going to be trying to get after Russell Wilson for sure. Yeah. In fact, let's take a look at their defense. I haven't been keeping up with them a lot, I admit, because I mean, I don't really watch them. I mainly pay attention to my team. I will watch a Texans game every once in a while just to see how CJ's doing, you know, but of course I'm focusing on my team as you would expect. But you look at their defense: Will Anderson, Sheldon Rankins, Malik Collins, Jonathan Greenard. That's a good front four. Jerry Hughes backing them up. Kerry Hyder, Derek Barnett, they just brought in. Maybe he could bring something out for him. Overall, it's a solid ass team. Denzel Perryman, Christian Harris, Derek Stingley in the secondary. He's going to have his hands full with. Who's less ass? The Bucks. I'm going to go Bucks over the Panthers. Yeah, give me Tampa Bay to beat Carolina because Carolina is just dead at this point. They probably keep it close, but yeah, Tampa Bay favored by 5, over under 36.5. Baker's actually looked really good this year, believe it or not. Now that he actually has a solid unit around him for the most part. I'm gonna go, yeah, Buccaneers over the Panthers, and they're gonna be 5-7 on the year, and the Panthers will be 1-11, 0-7 on the road. And if you're also wondering, do I think the Panthers win any more games this year? Oh God, looking at their schedule, they really don't have any straight up winnable games. I mean, the Saints on the road, hosting the Falcons. You have the Packers, Jags, and Bucks. No lie, they might only win one game, and that was only by 2 points. My God, I feel bad for any Panther fans because I know they did not expect this when that season started. I'm gonna use your picks for my parlay. God, good luck. Who you pick between Denver and Texans? I picked Houston. I picked Houston. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna go Tampa Bay over Carolina. I mean, yeah, Carolina stinks. I don't know if they're gonna win another game all year, but this would be the game that they win too because I picked against them. But yeah, give me Tampa to get the dub. All right, moving on. We got my team's game: the 7-4 Browns and the 5-6 LA Rams in LA. So we didn't even like come back to Ohio. The team literally went right from Denver to LA, just spending the week out there. LA's favored by 3.5, over under 39.5. As of the stream, Kevin has not announced the starting quarterback. I would assume it's Joe Flacco, but it's probably gonna wind up being PJ because why not? What about DTR? Could he start? If he somehow gets off the freaking concussion protocol in time, yeah, he really has until what, Friday, I think it is, really, to have a legit chance. I don't think so. I think he'll be out this week, and then they're probably going to roll, hopefully, with Joe Flacco, because Joe gives us a good chance to win, right? He gives us a good chance. He can push the ball down the field, and he can utilize our weapons, which is nice. And he has low key chemistry with Elijah Moore too, so that's cool. In fact, wait, who's the staff? Isn't it Bill Musgrave? Isn't he on our staff now? Was he on the Broncos staff when he was there? Hang on, I gotta look at something real quick, guys. I can't remember. Was Bill Musgrave on the freaking Broncos staff when Joe Flacco was there? Even though Joe absolutely stunk. But you know, it's good to have a coach that you recognize, right? The schedule for the 22 teams. Oh, we got schedule for the 22 teams that missed the tournament. It's on December 6th and 8th. Okay, so let's get that for you guys. We'll see if these games are legit. Probably playing some bum ass teams. Mm, right. We're playing Orlando on December 6th. And then the 8th, we face Miami. Joy. Wonderful. Awesome. But I'm looking at our Wikipedia page because I could have sworn I think Musgrave's on the staff. Like 95% sure he is. Where's he at? Bob. Oh yeah, we got Bob Quinn on the freaking front office. I forgot about that. It's like what in the heck? That's right. Yeah, Bob Quinn's on our front office. The guy from the Lions, of course. Here's Bill Musgrave. Yeah, he's our senior offensive assistant. And he was with the Broncos in 2017 and 18 as their offensive coordinator. Yeah, I don't think Flacco was there, was he? I don't think he was. 2017, 18. Okay, let's look at Joe Flacco real quick because I'm curious. He might have. Oh, he was still in Baltimore. Yeah, he was still in Baltimore when that happened. Okay, so he wasn't with them. Okay, it just hit me. Yeah, yeah, he was in Baltimore. It was near the end of his tenure in Baltimore. He came into Denver in 2019. That's right. Yeah, we almost played against him in Denver, but we played Brandon freaking Allen and we lost. I think because he had like something with an ear or whatever. I remember now. That's right. It hit me right as I was looking for it. I was like, well, yeah, that's right. He was because that playoff game against the Charger was it the Chargers? Fans were literally chanting for Joe Flacco or something to go in the game because Lamar was stinking it up. Yeah, Rams and Browns should be an interesting game. I did my preview on it. Go check it out. But you guys already know who I'm going with. I'm gonna roll with my Browns to somehow, some way, get the win. I always thought they were probably going to split the West Coast games, so I think they go out there and they bounce back and they get a win over the Rams, and they win their first West Coast game in a while. I don't think they've won a West Coast game in a while, like a long time. I haven't even looked it up. I'm pretty sure it's been like 10 years. I do not recall them winning a West Coast game recently. That's for sure. I know they won in Denver in 2018, but that's not West Coast. That's West. Yeah, it's mountain. It's like a mountain area, but I'm talking West Coast, West Coast, California. Seattle, that area. They haven't won a game out there. Sheesh, since I think Oakland when we had Trent Richardson and Josh Gordon. I could be wrong though, but yeah. Um, Give me the Browns to win out in LA. Again, Rams favored by 3.5, over under 39.5. So that'll be fun. See you studs at quarterback though. Now for the final 4 o'clock game of the week. And it's arguably the game of the week in general. 8-3 Niners, 10-1 Eagles. This is gonna be a banger. And I'm gonna go, as much as I'd hate to say it, I got the Eagles winning. Until they show otherwise, they're not going to stop winning. We'll see if the Niners can stop it, but I'm going to go Eagles at home. If this was in San Francisco, I might have different thoughts on it, but yeah, I'm going to go Birds at home, and they're going to go to 11-1 on the year. Oh, and did I mention they have a chance to clinch a playoff spot this week too? In fact, here's how they can get in. For any Philly fans watching that doesn't know about this yet, Philly wins and a Rams loss or tie. So the Eagles fans are going to be rooting hard for us this week. Funny if they had to be rooting for Joe Flacco or PJ Walker. They also get in with a win, obviously, a Detroit loss, a Green Bay loss or tie, or a tie, which that'll be tough. A Rams loss, a Green Bay loss or tie, and an Atlanta loss or tie, or a tie with a Rams loss, Packer loss or tie, and a New Orleans loss or tie. So there's a lot of ways they can get in. Simply put, you win, Rams lose, you're in. Simple as that. And of course, they play at the same time. So, yep, there's going to be a lot of scoreboard watching out in Philadelphia. That's for sure. That's for sure. Kenny Pickett might not play. Oh, that's tough. If he doesn't play, oh my God. Trubisky versus freaking whoever the heck they have over there in Cincinnati, not in Cincinnati, Arizona. Oh my God, Kyler Murray versus Mitch Trubisky. Vomit fest. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Birds over the Niners. They're gonna go to 11-1 on the year, and yeah, they're gonna continue their nice little roll that they've been on. Over under San Francisco favored by 3. Over under 46.5 for the game. So I think the Niners do keep it close, but I just can't try. I mean, the Eagles, as far as I know, are damn near unbeatable. They're like a juggernaut. They just keep finding ways to win. They're like the Steelers of the NFC, for real. When it comes to their BS meter going off the charts, give me the Birds at home. Although I'm kind of hoping the Niners win just to humble that fan base a little bit because they're getting a little too big for their britches, you know. They're probably already starting to plan their parade because in their minds, nobody's stopping them. We already got Eagles fans out here making videos talking about how they're going to sign every damn freaking person available out there. Talking about Shaq Leonard and all these other guys. Man, I really wanted Shaq Leonard, but it's like he ain't going to come here because we haven't really put interest in him. And besides, if he wanted to come here, come play with his boy AWalk, you know he would have been on the plane already coming here. AB would have worked his magic. And he hasn't done that yet. So we'll see. But in my opinion, I think Darius Leonard's probably going to end up being a Cowboy or an Eagle. Yeah. But I'm going to go Birds over the Niners. And they're going to go to 11-1 on the year. And then to wrap up the day, we got Chiefs and Packers. Good old vintage, old fashioned matchup. Pat Mahomes against Jordan Love, of course. Over under 42.5. Chiefs favored by 6.5. This might be the most beatable Chiefs team in a long time since Mahomes got there for sure. They ain't invincible, that's for sure. They can be beaten. But they're facing the Packers, and the Packers just aren't really that good. I mean, they did show out against the Lions, but that's the Lions. They're cursed on Thanksgiving. And I'm gonna have the Chiefs going out there and getting a big dub, and they're going to go to 9-3 on the year. Yep, over under again, like I said, 42.5. Kansas City favored by 6.5. And then to wrap up the week, Monday Night Football, 8:15 on ESPN and ABC as well as ESPN2. We got the 5-6 Bungles and the 8-3 Jags in Jacksonville. Over under 37.5. Jags favored by 8. No Joe Burrow, so that takes all the intrigue out of this matchup. I'm going to go Jags. I'm going to go Jags to win this game, and they're going to go to 9-3 on the year. So there you have it, guys. Just a quick run through of all my picks. I'm going Cowboys on Thursday night. Okay. Then on Sunday, give me the Chargers, the Lions. Okay. Falcons, Steelers, Colts. Dolphins, Texans, Bucks, Browns, of course. Eagles, Sunday night, Chiefs, and then Monday night, Jaguars. And also, there are quite a few teams on a bye week, too. Ravens, Bills, Bears, Raiders, Vikings, and Giants all have a bye this week. And then for those wondering about next week, are there any byes? I don't believe so. I do not believe so. Oh yeah, two have a bye. Two. Cardinals and Commanders. And I'm pretty sure that's it for bye weeks. So Cardinals and Commanders have a bye next week. Gonna be a fun week of football. I can just feel it in my bones. So hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Final CFP predictions: Georgia team up North, Oregon, and Ohio State. Will I be streaming Selection Sunday? Well, probably not, because I'm not expecting us to get in. So it depends on what happens on Saturday, right? It depends on what happens during championship weekend, right? If what we need to happen happens, I'm probably going to stream because I want to get my reaction. Vikings almost traded Brock Lesnar to the Browns in 2004, but he quit football and went to the UFC. That would have been nuts. Yeah, that would have been nuts if that happened. But yeah, I see what happens though on Saturday. Now, as far as me streaming any of the championship games, I'm probably not streaming the games. I'm just gonna sit back and watch them. Yeah. And then when it comes to bowl games, we'll see what the matchups are. I'll do like a whole after like championship weekend's over with. I will do a kind of overview of the bowl games, and we'll talk about like what the projections are. I've seen projections that have us going to the Orange Bowl and facing Louisville. If we face Louisville, man, we're gonna stomp on their faces for real. We're probably gonna see a lot of guys that we would normally not see in a game, just like we did in that Rose Bowl against Utah. Because a lot of guys that are going to the draft, they're gonna sit out and prepare for the draft. Probably not gonna see Marv or probably not Treveon either. But it'll give us a chance to see like some of the other guys that normally wouldn't play much. But let's hope the Cavs win on Thursday, of course. Do you think we can beat Portland? Yes, sir. I think we can. Yeah, that's gonna wrap it up, guys. Going for about 45 minutes. Not too bad. Much better than an hour. And I will see you all. I'm trying to think. I'll see you all on my next stream, whenever that may be. I'm still kind of deciding on what games to stream. If I don't stream anything before Sunday, I'll see you then. We'll see what happens in championship weekend 2 in college football. Of course, there is a game on Friday too, don't forget. But yeah, we'll see. I might be doing some other stuff too. But I'll see you all later. And also, don't forget college football. Transfer portal's opening up really soon. I already saw an Ohio State Buckeye entered the portal, so we'll see where he ends up, and we'll see how aggressive the Buckeyes will be. I've heard rumors and rumblings, so we have a video out for that on the Buckeye channel at some point before the portal opens, and then we'll see what chaos ensues. So with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Have a good rest of your night or day, depending on where you are, because I know there are people that watch from all over the world. Some people will be watching me from out over yonder, West Coast. I got people that watch from the freaking Oceania area. You know what I'm talking about? The islands? Yeah, Pacific Islands. Yeah. People be waking up in the morning and watching me at night. It's crazy though. Like, you be thinking, sitting here thinking, bro, like, there are people that are just now getting up, and starting their day, right? You can imagine how crazy it would be living out west, right? Monday night football for us is at 8. For them, it's at 5. Like, if you're a West Coast team and you're in the Super Bowl, you could literally spend the entire night celebrating. And for you, it's only like 5, 6, 6, 7 p.m. Even at worst, it's like 9 p.m. when the game's over. Like that's insane, right? But yeah, we'll see what goes down. See, like, if the Guardians make any moves. We got the Cavs going on right now, too. Ah, what a fun time, right? Are you going to do any Blue Jackets games? At some point, I will. But right now, it's all Cavs, Browns, and Buckeyes right now. I'll wait until probably Buckeyes season ends, and then we'll see about maybe the Browns, too. I probably won't be doing Blue Jackets games until probably like January, February when things start kind of dying down. And especially if the Blue Jackets start hitting their stride because they haven't really been that good as of late. They've been better, but still kind of eh. I'll see you guys later. I'm dragging this on longer than I need to. I'm Crazy Dog, and I will see you all later, whenever that may be. If it's not before Sunday, I'll see you guys Sunday for Browns and Rams. Until then, I'm Crazy Dog, and I'm out. Bye. Have a good night, everybody. And as always, responsibly. I don't want to be responsible for you guys freaking losing houses or, getting beat up because you borrowed money from someone to bet. Like, hey, can I borrow like $20? Because I need to make this bet. No, I don't want you to get mugged in an alleyway. You stole my money, man. I told you, if you're going to take my money, at least make the bet. You better win your damn bet. Freaking parlays, man. Parlays are ruining people. I don't need to hear about someone, living in a box because they bet their house on a parlay because of me. All right, so yeah, responsibly, of course. But I'll see you guys later. I'm out. Bye bye. Have a good night. Yeah.